Hi everybody and welcome to the city of Gyeongju in South Korea. I've been in Korea for almost a week now. I spent a couple of days up in Seoul, and if you want to check out that video on Seoul, it's on my other channel, Caught or Not. I'll link it here so you can check it out. But yesterday I took the bus to this lovely historical city here in the southeast of the country called Gyeongju. The city is also known as the Museum Without Walls because it's such a historic city. There are historical remnants, cultural remnants in every part of the city. You don't need to go to a museum to see them. This was the capital of the Shilla Empire. The Shilla was one of the dynasties here, and they ruled for up to 1,000 years. So today I'm at Dongguang Palace, which is one of the main sights to see here in Gyeongju, and it's a little bit rainy, a little bit cold. It looks like quite a spread out palace, but this is from the Shilla Empire or the Shilla dynasty, and it dates back to the 7th century AD. The architecture here is so impressive. It's so different to anything that I saw when I was in Southeast Asia, and the paint on it, the designs are so intricate. It's absolutely beautiful. Behind me here is the Waly Pond that surrounds this whole palace, and it's just so peaceful. Even in a rainy, kind of gloomy day like today, it's beautiful for a little stroll. This place is actually pretty quiet for one of the main attractions in a historical city, and it's a lovely place to just sit and maybe do some meditation, to feel intentional and to really fully experience this and try and think back to how it would have been in the 7th century. I'm actually going to do a temple stay, which is something you can do here in Korea close by, where you stay with monks in a temple and you eat food with them and you kind of do their daily routine, so you meditate with them and things like that. Now that's something I don't think that I'll be able to record realistically. Also, I'm not sure if I want to record it because I want to just take the time for myself, but I think when you're traveling a long time you have to remember how to be intentional with your travels. What's the purpose? What are you going for? And I think this is going to help to keep me on the right path like that, or put me back on the right path, I think, because it is easy to feel a little bit lost or a little bit like, why am I here? So I'm excited to see what that's going to bring. But these sort of visits to these peaceful places, they have beautiful ponds like this one, they always remind me of why I'm traveling. Luckily the weather has cleared up a little bit, so I just hid out in the museum while it was raining, lashing rain there, and now I'm just in a park. There's so much green space here in Gyeongju. It's really nice to just get out for a little stroll, and actually just over there you can see the oldest observatory, I think in Asia, definitely in East Asia, so I'm going to try and get a little bit closer and check that out. So it turns out that this is actually the oldest astronomical observation tower in the whole of Asia, dating back to the mid-600s. Pretty old, all right, and the name is Chamsakong, I think, which means something about gazing at the stars. It's small, but you know, the significance behind it is pretty cool. The first thing I noticed when I arrived here to Gyeongju yesterday was all of these rolling hills that you can see behind me, and these are actually the tombs of the Shilla kings. So these date back to about 50 BC all the way up to the 900s AD, so this kingdom lasted about 1,000 years. And yesterday I went exploring some of these tombs, and they have some museums where you can see how they were excavated. Another day, another visit to more tombs here in Gyeongju. Today I'm at another tombs complex. There are so many of them here in Gyeongju, but this one is completely decorated for spring and there's a lovely atmosphere around the place. I think there's a school tour or something on, there's loads of kids running around, but just after spending a long time in Southeast Asia and not having seasons, it is so nice to see spring in bloom. Now because it's April, apparently there's a cherry blossom festival on. I'm at the last few days of it here. Now I haven't seen any cherry blossoms yet, I think it's too late for them, but I'll keep an eye out. But even so, look at all these flowers around the tombs. It's just beautiful for a spring morning walk. So I'm just exploring some of the old streets here now. This is Hangeon Street, which is so cute. It's full of really cute souvenir shops, cafes, restaurants, and yeah, all done in that old traditional style. There are no high-rise buildings in Gongju, which is really cool. And yeah, a nice way to spend a morning, just walking around, chilling, having a browse, having a peruse. This place is actually so funny. It's like really cutesy shops, ice cream and things like that, and then loads of photo booths. I wish I had someone with me here to do the photo booths with, but I probably still wouldn't do it. I do find it a little bit cringe, sorry. I think I actually find this street and these kind of main tourist streets around here more impressive than the palace. I know that's really bad, but the palace was like 3 main buildings, pretty spread out, quite nice. Probably nicer at night because I think it lights up a little bit. Maybe because yesterday was such a dull day and today it's sunny, it's way warmer. But this is just so impressive, it's so different. It goes on forever. I'm taking footage of literally everything. It's gorgeous, pristine. As soon as you get to the end of the street, then you're back to some more tombs again. Just everywhere in this city is surrounded by these ancient tombs. It's so interesting and it shows that history is never too far away, and they've done such a good job of preserving the history of the Shilla dynasty here in Gyeongju. I've stumbled upon this gorgeous cultural village called Gyeongju, which is known for hosting different kind of schools and educational institutes since the 600s. It's so pretty. Again, very touristy, but just gorgeous to look at, isn't it? Let's check it out. This is the school behind me here, and yeah, it's really cool to see. Like, there's little courtyards, there's a well, and it was a school to teach Confucianism for a number of years, which is so important to Korea's culture and history. I talk a little bit about that in my Seoul video as well, if you have any interest. But yeah, Confucianism is big here, still is. This is another one of the main attractions here in Gyeongju behind me. This is the Aboutguangju Bridge. These Korean names are killing me. I must be butchering all of them. I'm so sorry, Korea. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best. But yeah, this again is a Shilla Bridge from the Shilla dynasty, talking 7th century. And it was actually only fully finished with its reconstruction in 2018. So it's pretty new and it's colourful and it's beautiful. It's said to be even better at night, but surprise, it's daytime. So we take what we can get. It's still gorgeous. So I was just going through that street again with all the cute shops and things, and they have so many little desserts, traditional desserts, that I just had to get one. So I got this, and I have no idea what it is. I'm looking for a place to eat it. It's melting, it's cold. I tried to go into a park and I was told you can't eat food in the park. Seems a little bit strange. So I found another park with people eating, so it must be fine. And yeah, it's starting to melt here. I think it's some kind of ice cream situation. It kind of looks like those toppings, the Thousand Islands that you get in ice cream. Also a duck. I guess I'll try that first. Looks like a marshmallow. It's a jelly. It's cute. I don't even know what toppings I picked here. Toppings, it's all toppings. It's all these little frozen balls. Oh, it's very cold. It's popping candy. I don't know if you can hear that. Very sweet. Interesting. Don't know if I'd get it again, but oh my god, the popping. Well, ladies and gents, that is it for Gyeongju. I'm currently on my way to my next adventure, doing a little bit of trekking on the side of the road here because Google Maps doesn't work in Korea. And it makes for some very interesting and confusing transfers, but that's a story for another day. Gyeongju was cool. It was great. You know, you could probably see the main highlights in a day or two. 1 or 2 nights is probably enough. I was there 3 nights. It's nice. It's a nice spot to just take it easy for a little while. There's good food, nice restaurants. The culture is amazing. And I met some really cool people along the way, so I'm very, very happy to have visited Gyeongju. If you're into culture, history, I would highly recommend it. And until the next place, everybody, see you!